hang on a tick here. Let's just take my three levels. Are you arguing it should be banned by law, or that people should watch their words, watch their language?
Well,
that's really important.
Well, there is a law. Well, wait a minute. There is a law already in existence on religious hatred, which I assume you oppose, which the Labour government passed in '06, which is incitement to religious hatred.
Yeah, I mean, hang on a second. I mean, we're getting detail. The law on incitement to religious hatred has actually been so successfully emasculated by the Liberals that I'm very much in favour of it. Right. But I wasn't in favour of the original law. Were you?
Well, I was sympathetic to the idea of the law. You pointed out again the technicalities of the detail. Why? Because I see the BNP and Nick Griffin as a party which no longer goes around saying you're a nigger, you're a kite, but they do go around saying Islam is evil, and they do use religion as a cover for their racism. And it's very easy to say, well, we're only talking about ideas, we're only talking about the prophet in the 7th century. No, we're not. We're talking about actual human beings who live in our society and hold those beliefs very closely, and those beliefs are part of their identity.
But why the law? I mean, let me give you the counter-example. The United States is one of the most diverse societies in the world, in every which way. It has the great First Amendment tradition, so you can say what you like. People don't seem to be killing each other, the streets are not running with blood. Why? Because people have worked out for themselves how to live with each other.
It's not, well, first of all, it's not strictly true, you can say what you like in the United States, but that's a separate issue. But the United States is an interesting example.
Well, within the family.
Well, Douglas mentioned the example earlier of Dick Cheney. It was very brave to say anything like Dick Cheney and George Bush, they wouldn't come to get you. Not true. Children in America wore T-shirts to school saying George Bush is an idiot. They were expelled from school. FBI agents turned up at their house. So it's not true to say that Bush and Cheney didn't crack down on anti-Well. Yes, I'm sure. Well, we live in the age of the internet. We can look at it right now.
If you advocated abortion in America, you might come in for.
Well, you wouldn't be prosecuted. You might come to death.
Well, I'm referring to anti-terror laws, which you've glossed over. I mean, that's the biggest, for me, that's a much bigger issue.
The abortion is very interesting because it's often brought up by people as an example of, for instance, this type of fundamentalism in America. People often cite, abortion doctors that are under threat in America and so on. What is striking about this is I think in the last 20 years, about 9 abortion doctors have been targeted by anti-abortion people. And in each of those cases, the person who threatened and who can attack was taken to court by the state, prosecuted, put in prison. So it's already, there are, as you say, laws about incitement, there are laws that stop people doing harm to others. Now on the religious hatred subject, this is very important. Because what was attempted in Parliament in 2006 was precisely to stop people saying what they think about religions, even when it's true. This is a very, very important thing to bear in mind. Even if you said something true that could have offended somebody of faith, that would be illegal. Truth, in other words, is no offence. I hope you know what a serious situation it is when the state would pass such a law. It is true that Muhammad didn't hear any voices, just as it is true, in my opinion, that Moses didn't come down from any mountain with any tablets, and also true, in my opinion, that it's less likely that Mary was the first person ever to become pregnant without the insertion of a male member, and more likely that a young Jewish girl told a fib. I think all of these things are obviously true. I think that if you didn't like the fact that I think that, we can have a discussion about that. But again, the idea that the law could get involved, when all three of these things seem perfectly obvious and true, I think is a problem. And a problem which maybe and others who have suggested such laws are a good thing have to consider.